Welcome, Sojourners. You have found yourself a cozy place here at Sojourners Awake. I'm Jonathan, and you are listening to Tabletop Stories podcast, where we tell stories and roll dice. Welcome to Halimesis, a homebrewed world of magic and adventure. You are listening to the season Trial by Combat. Follow along with our brave Sojourners through exploration, danger, and drama. Trial by Combat is a 5th edition adventure. Our Sojourners are Mousewell, the Chahua Cleric, Eandros, the Cyclops Sorcerer, and Off, the Sand Dwarf Rogue. Thank you to Jackson, our Dungeon Master, for providing an excellent game. And so for now, our story continues. Background music and ambiance provided by Tabletop Audio. Discover them at www.tabletopaudio.com.
I'll lead the way.
All right, Mousewell. As you enter through this crumbling doorway or entranceway, it's a hallway that leads you a ways in before the chamber opens. There's a large square hole in the top of the roof, as likely there by design. As this large, let me see, there's this large, maybe 100 by 100 foot chamber at the bottom. We're in the with various pillars and broken pedestals and pieces of ceiling that have caved in. In the very center of the room, there is what looks to be some sort of pedestal that has this sickly black color running down it, almost like veins, originating from a piece of black tinted, looks like glass crystal sitting on atop it.
Is there any other doorways, or is it just this giant room?
There looks to be another one on the other side of the room. Looks to be another entranceway. It's from the other side of the chamber.
Okay. I am going to scoot back behind Eandros, a little bit more nervous than I originally was.
All right. Each of y'all can ask 2 questions about the environment.
I asked my first one about the door, and is the pillar just like this really like weird black pillar?
So it looks to be made of, what's it called? Possibly adobe. There's that general like clay like structure with maybe little bits of old grass poking out. It has these like weird, it's definitely not a natural formation, these veins in the stone. Eandros.
Do I feel magic in the air? Like in this, like a strong, like presence.
Go and make me a perception check using your sanity instead of your wisdom.
Okay, my sanity. 8.
There's definitely something in the air. You can't pinpoint whether it's magic or it's just very arid in here. This room feels unsettling. You don't know whether it's just all these, like, as you kind of look around, that writing that was on the walls outside is tenfold inside. They're all around the walls of the ziggurat. There is almost no space where you can see no writing somewhere. But you're not sure why. This place is just off-putting.
What are the walls made of?
Looks to be some form of adobe, which is a mixture of clay, general little rocks, and just some form of organic material, whether dung or straw.
And what does the floor look like?
The floor looks like stone that was likely smoothed out. It has, over time, likely been smoothed further, just by wind.
The darkness that emanates, does it look like a void sort of darkness?
Not necessarily. It looks like, how do I put it? It almost looks like veins of the body, but it's just this like pitch black, like blacker than black color, and that runs down the adobe and onto the floor a little bit.
And I have one more question.
Okay.
Is there some sort of scent emanating from the blackness, or is it scentless?
Make a go and make another sanity perception check.
Uh-oh.
You're using smell instead of specifically, so
15.
15. There's something
Yes.
about this smell, something wrong, something that just this smell feels like it goes against every bone in your body. Go ahead and make me a sanity saving throw.
6.
6. You're gonna go ahead and gain a type of short-term madness as this very demonic, just alien smell kind of starts to invade your mind.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate. Go ahead and roll me a percentile.
40.
All
Yes.
right, roll me a d10.
1.
For 1 minute, you become frightened and must use your action and movement each round to flee from the source of your fear.
Oh gosh.
As suddenly you fall into this manic state of panic as you begin just running all fours out of the building. Do the rest of you follow after her? Or
Yeah.
I don't know whether your character is a guy or a girl yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I start screaming madly as I run out of the room, and I keep tripping on my own feet as I'm trying to escape.
Yeah, you keep like tripping and tumbling. And after about a minute,
Yes.
as you're kind of towards like the other end of these ruins, as you finally start to calm down, you just regain control of your senses. You do take 1 sanity damage from the experience. So you lose 1 sanity. But you do eventually come back to your senses. Your friends catch up to you.
I'm gonna take a deep breath. That was a lot of running. Whoa. That was weird. I do not think we should be in here any longer. I think we should get out of here.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, do you think that's like the crystal that we are sent to find?
I don't care. I think I
Go ahead
value
and
my
roll-
life a
Yandros,
little
roll
too
me
much for
insight.
this.
Yandros, go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Okay. 19.
You believe this is the crystal you were sent to find.
I think
You
this
think it is very, very likely.
I think this is the crystal we were sent to find.
I think it's also a death wish if we get any closer to that thing.
From what happened to you, yeah. Like maybe not. It's not a good idea to like just go right up to it and pick it up.
Well, I mean, you can.
You think that's
I don't mind
sound
you
logic.
doing that.
I don't think I'm going to
I'm
like.
not.
Do you want to go back and try again, carefully and armed with a little bit more knowledge?
Could we try using Mage Hand to like grab it
You could, yes.
from a distance?
Yeah,
Okay.
you would have to get within 30 feet, but then if you picked it up with Mage Hand, you think that's probably a safer way to go about it than just handling it.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna try casting Mage Hand and like.
You were given a small lead-lined bag to place the sample you find in.
Okay.
So, lead can sometimes have
Yeah.
warding properties against certain magic.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and try to grab it.
So as you all enter back into the ruin, as you get about 40 feet from the pedestal, I'm going to need you to roll me a sanity saving throw.
Oh boy.
All of us are just-
As you get 40 feet from it, you step on the ground where like a big 5x5 area of runes suddenly appear.
Okay. All of us, or is just one person?
Just you.
Okay.
You were the one who said runes, so.
Yeah. 10. Wait, no.
10?
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage because you were more prepared, given your friends
Okay.
who were being cautious. So
6. So not really.
6. Go ahead and roll me a percentile.
Oh, no. 100.
100. Go ahead and roll me a d10.
Yeah. 1.
1. Okay. As the rune pattern you see in the floor shatters as the rune is disarmed, and you fall unconscious for a minute.
Okay. I just collapsed.
Yeah. You just collapse it's like you're mumbling in your speech in your sleep. Just the rest of y'all can't decipher whatever it is he's saying. But after about a minute, you do wake back up.
Okay.
Was it in a different language, his mumblings?
Roll me. I'm just gonna call this sanity. I'm just gonna go straight sanity check.
Okay. 4.
You do not recognize the language. You do not know if it is a language, or if it doesn't sound like a language. It just sounds like random stringing of sounds. But hey, this place is weird, so you're not sure. But you do awaken.
Okay. I'm gonna
Do you attempt to get closer and continue your mage handing?
No, not after what just happened.
The rest of you do notice. Mousewell, you especially, as you were very tuned into the smell. The smell is weakened. In that particular area, it's like the smell has just instantly faded after the rune discharged. It's still around, but it's lessened.
Yandros, I think it's your turn. I think we've had our fair share for the day. You need to participate here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna push him into the room.
Do you resist the push? Or do you just kind of get pushed?
Kind of get pushed, but not that far.
Okay, you're able to kind of stop yourself a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to throw a rock at the crystal to knock it off the pedestal.
You're gonna throw a rock at a crystal.
Okay, maybe that's not a good idea.
just want to put that in perspective. You're gonna throw a rock at a very fragile object.
Maybe that wouldn't go well.
Well, you don't know. You don't know the hardness of it. It does look a lot like glass, so you assume it probably shatters pretty easy.
Okay.
Off. Can I have the lead line bag?
Yes. I'm gonna just give it to him.
Okay. Do I find a stick on the ground?
We'll say you kind of go back out and find. I mean, this is like desert land, but
Okay.
you could find it looks like a piece of petrified wood.
Okay.
And bring that in.
Okay, I'm gonna try to very gently, while holding up the lead bag to where near the crystal is, try to push the crystal into the bag very carefully.
Yep, as you go from 40 feet, 35
What?
to 30. What direction are you going at it from? North, south, east, west, northwest, etc.
I'll come from at it from northwest.
You lucky. All right, you encounter no difficulty getting to the crystal.
What?
Okay, I just go back to our group, like the same way.
You get it on the stick. You just shove it in the bag.
Like
Put the
kind
bag
of
over it.
Yeah.
All right. You then pick it up as you pull the stick close, pull the drawstring closed. Congratulations, you have recovered the crystal.
Okay.
Nice.
As y'all leave, would you like to try to make any further checks to determine things within the room?
I'm gonna try to read the the language on the walls like once again.
All right, go ahead and what languages do you speak?
Dwarvish. Wait, actually, all I think because of my eye.
Oh, did you take the Oh, that's right. All right. It's not Elvish. You know for a fact that these are Elvish ruins. This writing is not.
Welcome, Sojourner. This is Jonathan behind the screen. Now, I know I'm not the game master in this situation, but I did want to provide a little bit of clarity. You see, Jackson worked really hard on creating very unique races in the world of Holymesis. So I'd like to read you the insert from his little Notion page. The Cyclops are blessed with aberrant power. Their single eye can read any language and project psychic power. Living in lush jungles, they create paper from specially treating different plants. Each family has their own unique recipe. And the character Iandros is, of course, a Cyclops. So that is why he can read any language in this situation. Thanks for listening, Sojourner. Now back to the story.
All right. It's not Elvish. You know for a fact that these are Elvish ruins. This writing is not Elvish.
Okay.
This is, I mean, you can read it, and it is a lot of stuff. This is like, go and roll me a sanity saving throw.
Jeez.
As there are like profane descriptions of demons and other creatures from the beyond.
16.
16?
Yes.
That's a success. You're shaken, but fine. This is some infernal language. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check as part of that.
Okay. 19.
19? One of the sections of the wall, on one brick in particular, is a different language. And it is written in Elvish.
Okay. Would I have to make another check to read it?
No. It just says, it's some variation of cancel or disperse or scatter.
Okay.
It's a dead language, so your eye itself has some. Your psychic power does have trouble reading it, as it's not a language that's actually spoken anymore.
Okay.
It very much seems to have been a word that could mean quite a few things.
What does it mean?
It could mean it's just a rune that says cancel, or deactivate, or scatter. It could mean any of those three things. It's one rune that, like, this is like an old like proto language that it's a word that was used in a lot of different. It's written on one brick on the north wall.
I'm gonna try pushing on that brick to see if there's any hidden like button or like lever. Like,
you push on it and it pushes in. Good 3 feet or so.
Okay.
Or not 3 feet, sorry, 3 inches. It's now stuck 3 inches in.
I'm gonna look around
And after a few seconds, pushes itself back out to where it was, to where its normal position.
I'm gonna look around the room to see if there's any changes.
There's none that you can see in particular. Mousewell, you do not feel any particular change in the smell. Whatever this rune did, that was not the correct solution.
So we have to try. What did the brick say?
Cancel, scatter, just like that. Yeah.
Is there anything we can
I
do?
think the brick is speaking truth. we should get out of here. We should cancel and disperse.
Do you leave?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
All right. As you leave, in hindsight, you all kind of realize that it was probably a false brick you were supposed to pull out, not push in. Hindsight, 2020. But as we fast forward a little bit, about a week later, as y'all have the scroll and you are, if you've been traveling by road from the Archon Desert across the Spire Plains to the Temple City of Pyraxis, you recently passed from the Temple City of Purd home, where a primal druidic dragon rules. As you find your way about 2 days out, the road comes to a stop as there is a large chasm from what looks like a large fissure or earthquake that probably occurred here. About 15 feet across, maybe 25 feet deep. There is two large oaks that kind of grow near the chasm, and there's four stone like spires that poke out of or spikes that poke out of the ground, about Yandris' height. And these stone spikes are basically everywhere in the Spirelands, or the Spire Plains.
Okay.
As you come to this chasm, and there's no apparent way across. You likely have to find a way.
Okay. Is there any way we can like try going around it, or?
You can try to travel a little bit around, but it becomes very clear that like this continues for a long ways.
Okay.
As eventually you just end up returning back to the road for a point of navigation. What was your passive perception, Eondros?
13.
Sticking out of one of the trees is this old, rusted axe head that, from likely a few decades ago, honestly, that the handle itself is mostly rotted away, but there's an axe head just halfway embedded in one of the oaks.
I'm gonna take a closer look.
All right, can everyone ask 2 questions about the environment?
It's like a giant chasm, right?
Yeah, it's likely an earth. There, you did feel somewhat of a shaking a few days ago, and people in town were talking about an earthquake might have happened nearby.
Okay.
So this is likely a fissure from that.
Okay. Probably unlikely, but has anyone built a bridge around their area?
No. Go
Okay.
ahead and make me a survival check.
Okay. 13.
13. You think these 2 oaks, if you could cut them down, you could probably make a very simple log bridge across.
Okay.
You could kind of nestle it between the spires and push it across so it's kind of anchored on the one side.
I'm gonna like go over there and try continue chopping the trees, also telling everyone my plan.
Alright. The handle of that axe head is kind of rotted away. Does anyone in the party have an axe?
Nope, I don't think so.
No? Alright. You end up spending some time. Go ahead and make me someone make me another survival check.
I will. 8.
Say it again?
8.
You find a branch and you kind of whittle it a little bit to like try to make a new handle for the axe.
Okay.
not perfect. Probably be good enough to get the one tree cut down. You don't know about the other.
Okay.
Could we try it with some other sharp weapon? We don't have to do it with an axe. We could try cutting it.
Sure, what weapons do you have?
I have a dagger and a crossbow.
You
That's
think
about
those
it.
will likely be very ineffective against
Yeah.
a large oak. What about the rest of you?
Maybe a spell.
I don't have any handy spells.
What second level spells do you have?
Crown of Madness and enlarge and reduce.
Okay.
Luke.
All right. Just curious. What first level spells?
Witch Bolt, Chaos Bolt, Magic Missile, and Disguise Self.
You think magic missile? Is if you space the missiles out enough, could probably like make it very easy to cut the tree down, as you just kind of leave very small bits you actually have to cut through.
I'll try that.
All right, so you spend your spell slot. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Okay. 11.
11. Okay,
Yeah.
good to know. Just keep track of the number of times. This was for wild magic. Keep track of the number of times you succeed on that, or
Okay.
save against wild magic, because the number you have to roll under to actually have a wild magic goes up each time you succeed.
Okay.
Okay.
So your 11, your DC, if you roll a 2 or lower now, you would have wild magic.
Okay.
Okay.
Each time you cast a leveled spell and don't have wild magic, your chance of wild magic goes up. But yes, you're able to. Somebody roll me. Whoever's actually like handling the axe, go ahead and roll me athletics.
Okay, I will.
Mousewell, what are you doing while your compatriots cut down this tree?
I'm gonna plop down and eat some rations and watch as they
Alright.
do it.
What
What time of
someone's-
day is it?
It's midday. It's probably around noon.
Okay.
Here's a question.
You're doing great, guys.
Anyway, what's everybody's strength score, by the way?
10.
13.
9.
Well, Eandros, being somewhat of a larger like creature, you probably could just leap the chasm
Oh.
on account of your large frame. You two would probably need to find a way, but just checking.
Okay.
Mousewell, you would definitely need the bridge, but the two of you could probably succeed with athletics if you just wanted to leap it.
I mean, we're doing pretty good on this bridge, and plus other
Alright.
people might need it.
What did you get on the athletics again?
Oh.
Say it again.
5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that handle breaks as soon as you try to throw it in the wood. That
Oh,
it just falls out. Like that just wasn't fitted on there. It just like the head of the axe just slipped off, like mid swing.
okay. That's sad. I'm gonna ask anybody if they have any saw-like items.
I don't have any items.
No.
Mousewell,
can
would
I
you like
go
to attempt to
into-
contribute with magic?
Well, I was thinking about going into my chihuahua form and just biting the tree.
You think you can do that? It is very ineffective, and you now have wood shavings in between your teeth.
Ah, ew.
Like those popcorn kernels that you can't get out.
Oh.
They're stuck there for like a day. Yeah, it's that, but it's in between every tooth.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm gonna take some time trying to wash that out of my mouth.
Yeah, eat It takes you guys a while to figure out a way to fill this tree. But like later in the evening, another like a little small like merchant wagon comes through, and the person running that wagon does have an axe on them. So they do manage to cut down the tree. They're not able to pass with the wagon. They're able to help you guys with the tree.
Okay.
As y'all manage to like it's like 8 when you finally are able to get across.
Oh god.
Y'all were there for like half a day. But as y'all did eventually continue forward, as y'all are awoken as y'all kind of awake from this dream, reminiscing at a sharp knock on the cell bars of your door. Wake up! It's time to get y'all rearmed for your match, says the guard from last night.
Okay.
As he opens the door with the key, as he says, "All right, follow me."
I'm gonna just get up and follow him, trying to hide my knife as best as I can.
All right. Do the rest of you attempt to hide your findings?
I don't have anything, so
Yeah, you're pretty easy. Who has what, by the way? I know Mousewell has the orb. Who has the ammunition?
I'll take it if no one else is going to.
Alright. As y'all are brought through the halls to these long winding halls, eventually you were brought to a what looks to be like an armament, like an armory type chamber, where in the corner you do find y'all's weapons and armor, as well as any normal spell foci you would have.
Okay.
Sitting waiting for you, and he says, "Alright, y'all can take a look around. If you see anything else in here y'all want to take out with you, it's here for y'all to use. Y'all are on, and as soon as this match is over, it's just started, so it'll probably take a while, but
Okay.
as the guard, I'm gonna take watch outside the room." So he takes position outside the door. As y'all are left to regain your items, it's specifically your weapons and armor.
Okay.
And like I said, anything that would obviously be a spell focus.
I'm actually just gonna leave the dagger I got and just take the new dagger.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll take the dagger that you put down.
You get a dagger, normal dagger, 1d4. As you each get your weapons. Anyone who has, who all had ranged weapons?
I do.
What type of weapon was it?
Crossbow.
The ammunition are +1 crossbow bolts.
Okay. Nice.
As you find, there is pretty much any type of weapon or armor you could think of is somewhere in this room, as well as shields and things like that. If you want to do a little shopping to fancy yourself up, go ahead and tell me what you're looking for. Questions about the room.
Is there any enchanted weapons?
There is nothing that is obviously magical. Most of these seem to be mundane weapons.
Okay. I pick up a warhammer that I see.
Like, it's not like the ornate, like, noble quality, but it is a very good, very effective hammer.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take the dagger and crossbow. Well, I'm gonna take some leather armor actually.
Okay.
Nothing too heavy.
Alright, you're able to find some leather armor. If you want to find a shield, if you don't have one, you're able to.
I'm gonna get a... Actually, yeah, I'm gonna just get the warhammer.
Alright, you're able to get the warhammer. Mousewell.
I will take some armor as well.
Is there a particular type of armor you're looking for?
Probably just leather. keep it light.
Okay, able to find some leather. Any weapons you're looking for?
Can I take back the star wheel that I had?
Yes, you're able to get your star wheel, which, in case has not been mentioned previously, is this wheel lock pistol. So its actual inside is kind of like a revolver, except the actual little piece of flint is on the wheel. As it spins, it makes a spark to fire. Is that all?
Yeah. I think we're ready and set.
As about 25 minutes later, another guard comes in, different guard this time, and says, "All right, you fellas are on. Follow me to the arena."
All right.
Is a somewhat elderly, kobold. His little scales with little tufts of fur that grow out from under his facial ones, kind of like a beard, and his head, but like the middle part is furless, almost like he has like a kobold bald spot. As y'all are led to the arena, as y'all enter as y'all approach this large portcullis, you hear, yeah, as chanting from the stands. This is a large arena. This is maybe 150, maybe 200 by 100 feet.
Okay.
This is a very large elliptical arena. As the portcullis above you is raised, you step forth into the sunlight, which you haven't seen since about 2 days prior. As y'all step out, and there, on the opposite side of the chamber, or of the arena, from another portcullis, is a man in what looks to be this large beast. It is it is not a man. It is a chihuahua, Chihui Alphi, in their chihuahua form. As well as someone roll me a nature check.
I will.
All right.
17.
You very quickly are able to note this as a periton. As a periton. It is the body and wings of some sort of bird of prey, the head of a stag, and it has his body somewhat like that of like a lion. This matte gray color. Its shadow, notably, is that of a humanoid, as it seems like its wings have been like clipped at the ends.
Okay.
As this loud, booming voice from somewhere you can't see, likely amplified by magic, says, "Welcome, one and all. Today's match, for this matchup, we have the Rat Colony versus." He gets the name wrong. He gets your name wrong. Against the Beast Man and his newest catch, a Periton. Everybody make some noise as the returning Beast Man. The Rat Pack. Okay, sorry. Minor correction. They're called the Rat Pack, not the Rat Colony. This goes on for a little bit of like him announcing the sides, having to like be corrected as he keeps like getting stuff wrong. But eventually, when it comes time, is like, everybody, it looks like we're about to start. When the horn blows, the fighting will. As the horn blows mid-sentence. As everyone asks 2 questions about the environment, and then roll initiative.
Every story comes to an ending, so for now, we must conclude. Thank you for listening, Sojourners. Your attention will not go unrewarded, and we look forward to continuing this adventure. There are more podcasts to listen to. Go back into the archives and listen to The Blood War, The Bookish and the Brave, or maybe you could check out a one-shot, The Crypts of Azaroom. Find more information about becoming a dungeon master at your table at www.sojournersawake.com. But however you choose to sojourn, as always, may your story continue.